Hi, good evening, everyone. Just one moment. I'm just posting the tweet for the live. I'll be here in a minute. Hi, Shashank. Hi, Shri. Hi, Suraj. Hi, Javed. Hi, JK. So I'm going to just share the screen properly. So right here, I just want to scan first the open and low, open high thing. I just want to check Goldman Sachs, and I think if I have SPX in my watch list. No, let me add that. I did have in my index, but not in this watch list. Let me scan this again. Not yet. Have it here. All right, let's see. Hi, Gagan. Hi, Jess. Sat Shri Akal. Hi, Saurabh. I'm good, Saurabh. Hi, Ankur. Hi, Harry. Hi, Deepak. Hi, Sai. Hi, Pachwa. Hi, Maru. Hi, Nagaraj. So today I had a bad day. Like it's back to back 3 days where I'm not able to make good money, or in fact had big losses, approximately $25,000 loss in 3 days. I'm in jail, but that's fine. It's part and parcel. Sometimes we get into wrong trades and then we make losses. So it's better not to get negative about your trading. Just write down, figure out what wrong trades you have taken, and then make a correction out of that. The two mistakes which I did was I jumped onto MU at 9:35 instead of waiting until 10. And MU, I'm just sharing my uh, trades. So I should have waited till 10 to have a better picture, but this 9:30 candle sums up. I entered somewhere here 86, 87. It went on, but came back. So if I waited at till 10, then this candle would have given me much, much better price. This was a mistake, which is my mistake. I myself did not follow my own plan. So I'm responsible for this loss, no one else. Same is for a firm, which I did. I entered calls in a firm. Same thing. I entered at 9:50 because I was having losses from BA and Amazon overnight. And as a result, I did not make right decisions. So that's my mistake. If I waited until 10 o'clock, it would have given me a better picture. So that's one of the mistakes. Second mistakes which I had was, and I'm sharing, and let me do one more thing. Let me open up the Zoom right away. This today is more on what we did wrong and how can we improve. Hi Krishna, hi Kumar, hi Jivesh. You can all join in. It's not about only planning. We should also discuss when we are not doing right. I've shared the link. You can all come in and you can all see my screen, right? Yes, you can all see my screen. So you can come in, you can share your views, and then we can talk about what to do from here and how to recover our losses. It's not a big deal, but if we do it properly, we can accomplish what we have lost easily. Have you closed all my positions? No, I'm holding Amazon. I'm holding Amazon. Anybody who wants to discuss can come. Anchit want to discuss about the exit strategies, so we can start from there, and we can then step in, and then we'll talk about where we are in terms of market and what can be done to get better out of these situations if we have them in future. So Anchit, you wanted to discuss, right?
Hey Naval.
Hi.
Yeah. So one of them, kind of, I don't know if it's a mistake, but what I realized I had Facebook calls overnight, and at the open, I was like, $2,000 profit,
Right.
right? And then I started looking elsewhere to see how things were going, and then it kept falling, and then I kept holding them. It
See,
did come back a little bit.
First and foremost thing, this was a breakout in Facebook, right? The
Yeah.
first target was 338.88, right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm you, I will close at least 50% positions here, and then 50% let it run.
Okay.
And I will exit those positions if I close below this red line. So I did not. I will still hold those positions.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but Naval, this was like, how do we, do I do it manually, tracking those numbers, or can I put in like a, trailing stop order or some
Trailing stop
other?
losses are the best if you know the direction is going to be one, but if it is volatile, trading stop losses are not good. You might made a spread so that you're still in the game and your cost of spread will be zero. That you can do. Like for example, at 338, which is your first target, you could sell 340 calls.
Okay.
So even if it goes down,
Mm-hmm.
you will not lose anything because your cost, because you did not make the naked, like you did not start from the spread. You start from a naked option, you
Naked.
got some gain,
Uh-huh.
and now you're selling. So by that means 340 calls will also be in some good price range. So when you sell them, your cost will come down considerably, maybe to like 10 cents to 20 cents. And then
Okay.
you're all good. Even if it goes down, you're still making money.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, if I had to kind of summarize it, if I see my target met or 20%, then I put in a trailing stop loss of saying if it comes down from high, maybe 50 cents of my option value, then sell it, right? Sell it at market.
Trading stop losses again, like when you're making losses,
Uh-huh.
do you put stop losses for them? No.
Actually,
Carry
no.
your losses.
Correct.
So when you're making gains,
Uh-huh.
let it run till it hits your target. Once it hit your target, cut down at that time.
Okay. Okay.
Because like losses you lose, but when you're to gain, you should gain properly.
Okay. Okay. But you are saying track it down manually, right?
See, no system can do it for you.
Okay. Okay.
You have to
Yeah.
write very specific algorithms to update you right away with all these things. It's very, very complex, but yes, can be accomplished.
Yeah. Now I started putting like the alerts on TOS right now. But again, right, sometimes I forget. So that's
Yeah,
kind
like sometimes because we all are working, right? So sometimes we are in a
correct.
meeting, sometimes we're on a call. We cannot track.
Yeah, absolutely.
and that's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's no system which can like help us out of these office calls.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay.
But I realized what I've done. That's what my blunder was. See,
Mhm.
I had 13,000 loss.
Yeah, sorry about that now.
This loss, MU was based off that. Boeing was based off that. Amazon is still open.
Uh-huh.
4,400 loss. A firm was lost. So these 2, 3 trades were bad.
Three trades, right?
I did not make many trades.
Mm-hmm.
Three of like top four, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Four were like trades from the previous week.
Okay. Okay.
Only MU and a firm. So I looked at my sheet at 10 o'clock. There was nothing which was there for me. So I did not do
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Right. And Naval, so basically, right? So when you put in the order, we basically have our stop loss, right? As soon as it comes below our stop loss.
I
So
do not put stop losses like that.
uh-huh.
I use a 30-minute candle
Okay.
and compare the price. Like for example, here, Facebook.
Okay.
If I go to my sheet and I open Facebook, my stop loss is 326.36.
326.36.
So if I see a candle closed below 326.36, I will be out. Till that moment, I hold my position.
Okay. Okay.
Because there might be certain spikes which come down and then the price bounces from there. If I
Uh-huh.
put my stop loss, it will hit it. It will add to my losses. Because then for 1 single second, I'm not watching the market and it take my stop loss. Sometimes we say that it came just to hit our stop loss and then move up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we will get rid of that. But if 30-minute candle is holding the price below the stop loss, that gives you clarity that yes, it's time to exit. We are not in a good trade.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Means the 30-minute, what I realized is actually it's a good time frame to it basically stops me from taking kind of impromptu actions, and but it's good enough time frame for me to basically see a trend, right?
Yeah,
That's what I see.
it gives clarity. Like
Yeah.
it's not like very quick so that you can see something running and then it fades away. It
Yeah.
avoids you from that. Plus, it gives you opportunity to understand that yes, if something is holding for 30 minutes, at least it has some strength.
Yeah. And you always look at the pattern of the candle which has closed, right? So if a candle is running, let's say at
Uh,
10:05, we don't look at that pattern,
no,
right?
I look at the closed price.
Close price. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If there is a volatility, right, it
Uh-huh.
comes to 326.36, maybe 324.
Mm-hmm.
I will not panic and sell. I will wait.
Okay.
Take, for example, Amazon. Amazon stop loss was 3388.
Yeah.
Look how many times it came. 1, 2, 3, 4. It
Yeah.
came, but did it close anytime below it? No. And
Yeah.
if I somehow cut my stop loss right here, from
Mhm.
there it gave almost a 30-point move,
Yeah.
right? So that's the thing which I established for me, that
Mm-hmm.
30-minute works.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, because we are human and we are in a position, we are in a loss and we make bad decisions like I did. So we just need to make sure that next time when we are doing it, we are not making those like black box decisions. We should just have a look and see what we are doing.
Yeah, because yeah, I mean, I know, but I have been trying to not do anything in the first half an hour, and believe me, it is
Very
emotions are
difficult.
so high.
Yes, it's
Right.
very difficult. Like as soon as 9:30 is there, our heart starts pumping and we want to just
Exactly,
hit.
right. Exactly. It's such an adrenaline rush,
Yes.
and I did that mistake last week, lost a lot, but this week I'm trying to
If
cut
you
down that.
understand what mistakes you have made, you can always correct it. If you don't
Yeah.
even know what you're doing, then it's a mess.
And I completely believe in that, right? Means I'm very honest on my mistakes, right? If you don't look at it with open eyes and fix it, I don't think anybody can improve. And that's what
Exactly.
I love about this group, right? It's everybody is open and nobody is kind of judging you or anything, right? Everybody is open and
Exactly. Like we have one candle, like one may be calling it something else from their perspective because they're
mhm.
looking at a different time horizon. I may be looking at a different time horizon.
Yeah.
We both can be right. We both can be wrong. There's no like right or wrong here. It's just that we are sharing our perspectives. You
Mhm.
just need to do your work and see what fits best for you.
Yeah,
That's it.
absolutely. Yeah, because I love your method, but I'm kind of making small tweaks. And
Yeah,
if
see, it's foundation, and then you can improvise on your own. You can
exactly,
simplify
exactly.
it. You can then 10 days later tell me, Naval, I did this and it makes me much more cleaner. I will incorporate that change as well.
Sure, absolutely.
Right?
If yeah, I'm testing my this one. I tested some back testing this whole weekend. I ran some 20 tickers, 10 dates. It looks better, but if once I have some real trading experience, I will share my tweaks.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
all I know. Thanks.
Okay. Hi, Nitesh.
Hi, Paji.
Hi.
Yeah, regarding the trading stop loss, I just wanted to talk because with the trading stop loss, I lost a lot of trades which were profitable after that.
Yes,
And due to
that's
that small spike which goes down and it sells off, and
yep.
after that the real run starts and we lose everything. So I usually mostly manage my positions manually, and
That's
that's how yeah, FB I was in profit with FB today. Like today morning I sold off. I waited for the first 25 minutes on the spike and I sold exited FB last week, which we entered, and I again took a new 340 when you alerted. After I waited for that 335 break actually, and then took it, and I made it a spread. It's still profitable. Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
MU also I did the same thing, but I entered a bit early, around 10, as you said. I entered that time, but it still fell down, and then I am still in loss. It's okay. I think I'm still holding it.
MU was much stronger as compared to the rest of the market, but
Yeah,
eventually it gave up.
yeah. That's that was a point. I thought it's holding up, and then I messaged in a group that is holding up, and that's the moment I got it back.
Yeah, and that's good. See, that's the idea here. If we find something, we share that in that channel. We discuss that. Yes, what are the possibilities? It's not that we are asking to do an alert. We are asking to share the charts, discuss the charts, so that
Right.
even if you have maybe one view, other can tell you that yes, you are on the right track, or you can have a different opinion. So once you have those things, it will always like better our trades.
Yes. Yes.
And we cannot achieve all the 100% success rate. That's not going to be there.
Yeah.
Even if
Yeah.
it is 60/40, I'm more than happy.
Yeah. But the FB calls, like after I joined your group based on your analysis on the on FB on how bullish it was. I think we from last week to this week, I took that 335 call twice or thrice and got out of profit.
That's
And
awesome.
that yeah, and that Friday closing, my FB calls were like 30 or 40% down, but still today I sold it like for 50% profit. Yeah.
And
I
that's
have
good.
a very tiny account, but still I'm managing it.
That's fine. Like even if you have $100, that's $100. You
Yeah.
can use that, trade it properly. You can convert that into thousand. From thousand, you can make 2,000. Slowly and steadily do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Uh, Anyone else wants to discuss their views for the market tomorrow? Because I have shared the Zoom link if anybody wants to join in the YouTube chat. Uh, because I am still positive in the market, but I have two views here. Come on. So this is March. Okay, so one view is we are making a double top, and if nobody has any view, then I'll share my view first. This is one view. Then it can come down here, which is true that it's called M pattern, and we discussed about that. If we break below 4668, we can hit all the way to 43.28 because it's a rejection from 78.6%. It will break this, and once we break 61, we're going to hit 23 for sure. So yes, it's a very possible target. There is no rule which will say that yes, it cannot happen. The other target is, or the other viewpoint here is that tomorrow or today, today we had a big, let me just clean this up. Today we had a big candle, big red candle, okay? But this big candle covered the previous body not to the full. There is some small gaps here, like here it opened at 46.62, here it closed at 46.63, so it's inside. Here it is closed at 47.04. Here the open is 47.04, still inside. So that's one thing. Second thing which I noticed is the volume. Today the volume was definitely larger because of the sell-off, and usually in sell-off the volumes is higher. So it could be outside. It's not a fully covered candle, but it could be an outside candle with some bearish view, which can bring it down further. But then there is an important 12 EMA, which is right there. If it bounces from here, like maybe tomorrow, it remains in the range between 46.68 to 46.50. It can get consolidation right there. And Wednesday morning, before 8 o'clock, it's like 7:45. There is a ECB decision on the inflation and on their stimulus program. Like most of the people don't even realize that ECB has $120 billion stimulus program, which is running since 2013. Fed also do that, but Fed is announced tapering, and Fed has to hike the interest rates. Okay, now this we all know that they are going to do this. It's just a matter that are they going to do double the prices, that by March they will end this tapering and then infuse the interest rate hikes, or they are going to do something early. But more or less, we exactly know what Fed is going to do. Okay, we have a clarity. We do not have a clarity here. We do not. Since 2013, if I show you SPX, let me just clear this. That's why I was trying to add SPX in the initial SPX. If you go back to 2013, let me go to monthly. Since 2013, 2012, this period, what you call as ECB, it started their program. Here we had the QE program from 2009 onwards into the market, which ran until 14-15. ECB started in 2013, and since then it has never stopped. Fed stopped the QE program right here in 2018, and we saw a very big drop in the market for next couple of months, about 20-30%. This was a big drop. Then the entire 2019, it was struggling to make new highs because market does not go higher based on the retailers' money. It needs new money to go higher. It cannot use previous money because previous money is already in the market, and that has already moved the price of the stocks and indexes. So unless and until we do not have a new money, then market is going to get dicey. Now, here we rightly know that yes, market is getting very tight with its tapering program. We know it's going to get over. So we might expect a move like this. Okay. Plus, there is also going to be a ECB decision. If that ECB decision is also there, which is running right from here, it has never stopped. If that ECB decision is still comes that yes, they are also interested to cut it, then we can have a big downfall way below this 4,000. We can go much lower, like up to 3,600. That's also a possibility. I will not rule that out. Okay, but that is still unknown. On the contrary, if ECB says no, we are still looking at the market because Omicron has come and now we need to still support, then market may take it as a thumbs up, and that will try to negate the impact of the Fed, because Fed is already priced in that yes, so we may bounce from there and we may end up towards the center rally. If not, we will come down. So it's right now in middle of both the things. It's not clear where it's going to head, but it's still holding those levels on SPX or ES, whatever you want to track. It's still holding those levels. So it needs a decisive breakup or a breakdown from here. That's why I'm saying it is really important to understand what is happening. And if tomorrow, if I do not trade, I'll be okay because I want that clarity. I've burned myself a lot in last couple of days. So I want a clarity where it is heading. Wherever it is heading, if it is going down, I will be a bear. If it is going up, I'll be a bull and I will ride on that. I do not want to pre-estimate the move. I will plan for both the directions. 4668 is the main inflection. Anytime it holds above this, it will go and show strength with ECB and FOMC. ECB comes before Wednesday start, and FOMC is after 2 o'clock Wednesday. So we have moves set up for both the directions. All right. So I'm going to be ES neutral to short because it showed good negative sentiment today. So I want to only go long if it holds above 4680. Only if it holds above 4680. Because this is the area where it has found the previous support. You see right there. And if anybody has any different opinion, different viewpoint, please come and share your viewpoint and we can use that information. Stop loss is 4668. Target is still there. But as of now, I am 50% on neutral side and 50% I'll be short. I don't have clarity here. So I'm going with 50-50. I'm not like, just to be honest, I'm not sure where we are heading. And sell below 4668. Target is 4652, which is a very small target, but a 12 EMA target. And then 4620 is 34, which is 4620 is 34. So it can go in both the directions. I will become positive once we break this 46 80 on the close. I will only turn positive. Triple Q. Triple Q definitely went down again from this resistance, which we talked last night, that it needs to have a break above 399.57. And that was the trade here, that it needs to buy above 399.57. But it did not cross it. So now it's not positive, it's neutral. And I'll still be looking to buy above this area, 399, or I would say 393. It's a neutral zone above 390, 391 with a stop loss of 391.54. And I'm looking at 399.57 if it does that. And 402. This one QQQ is weak because Apple saw some serious profit booking today, and so did Nvidia. So I'm just giving it a 40% short side is there. And just because if ECB says that yes, they are going to take out the stimulus and they are worried about the inflation, the most impacted stocks will be the growth stocks. They will be hit really badly. Tech stocks will be hit really badly. That's why I'm more inclined towards short on the tech. My confirmation will come below 54 and stop loss will be 393.91. Target will be 390.48, which is like very small target. And then next is 383.67, which is there. So short is there still. Yesterday they were neutral to positive. Now they are short to neutral. So the trend is changing. Till the moment we are hovering below 4668, trend is definitely changing. Yes, there's DS. We have a chop zone. If again, I'm saying, I've shared the Zoom link. If anybody has any difference of thoughts or different ideas, do let me know. Apple could not hold this 180 Fibonacci level, and it's now below 178.28. It has the 12 EMA to catch up. Every time it gets rejected from the trend lines, it comes back and tests here. So if market is going to get weak, I'll be interested to sell Apple with a stop loss. I'm not short on it, but I'm neutral, but I'm still selling this. Sell below 175. Target stop loss is 176, 175. And I'm looking at a target of 172 and 169. This is sell. This is neutral, trend is neutral, but the trade is sell. I'll change them. The trade is a firm. One of my mistakes today. A firm could not hold this. The long-term trend is totally negative. It got rejected here strongly, and it's getting stiff resistance from this zone, 114 to 118. So if it comes higher towards 114, that should be now an extremely good support loss. And you can sell this below the day's low, which is 107. And this is open at 107 close. So 107 below, a firm is for short. Sell below 107.25. Stop loss is this. And target is right here, 97 and 93. And I'm giving you 60% just now because I want to, it has come down from 95, 96 area and then bounce. I'm just giving it a 60% because it changes direction very quickly. In case it moves above 114, like stop losses, if anything goes above stop losses, then I will change the direction and I will reverse. For example, if Apple holds above 176.75, I will no longer be short in this. I will be jumping into the positive sides. McDonald held today. With respect to the market, it did make new highs, but it held it. So you see right here, this close, this is the low and this is the low. So this is an extremely good stop loss, 362.34. 262.34. This is a good stop loss. Come on. I'm still bullish on McDonald's and I want to buy this above 263.53. If market will bounce, McDonald's and stocks like Walmart can bounce. And they were showing their strength today. All the chip stocks are now short, like AMD, NVIDIA. AMD was trying to hold this 150 area for quite a long, is given up. So I'm just removing AMAT. Instead, I want to include AMD. AMD is coming in an area where the trend is still positive, but it's coming to 130, 132 area, which is extremely important area for AMD, which has been it's holding this long-term trend line. So if it breaks this and hold this right now, it closed below it. So this 134.42 area, 134.42, this gray piece, 134.42, AMD can be shorted. But I'm still not inclined to short AMD. I want to call this as neutral because it was holding as compared to NVIDIA. NVIDIA has some gaps to fill. So NVIDIA is totally short, but I'm just looking at the data. Sell below 134, which is today's low is. No, this one 132, 132.54. Stop loss is 134.42. This is the stop loss and target is 130 and 127. 130 and 127. This is still neutral because AMD has to go below 132. If it holds 132, I'll be taking a long position with a stop loss of 130. So 132 is really, really important for me on AMD. Airbnb, even after the news of inclusion in the index, it came down to 169 area where I wanted. So I will be interested to add Airbnb here. This is an extremely good area, has seen excessive consolidation and it will not break it. It respected that today as well. So 168.23 is an area. So Airbnb has had a bad day today. I will call this neutral, but I'll be buying here at 171, stop loss of 168.23. It went down because of the Omicron virus news, and 178.73 and 179.96. It is neutral for Airbnb. Amazon is weak, but it has, every time it has come to this big green line, it has bounced. I am just looking at the historical patterns. Every time it's coming here, it has bounced. If it is not bouncing, it is making a head and shoulder, which is clearly evident now. Right here, this is, if you want to use this head and shoulder, this is clearly evident. If it breaks 3388, it will come down to 32. So it's sitting on a very extremely important area. 3388 is just an important area for Amazon. Anything below, it can go really, really bad, really, really ugly. So I'm just, as I'm holding position, so I'm just making very clearly 3422, 3388 is the target, 3460 and 3495. If it doesn't bounce from here, I'll be shorting this. So I'm including one negative trade for Amazon. C273. It's a 50-50 right now. It's in a verge where it can go really ugly on negative side. QCOM is positive, QCOM TSM, but let me check QCOM as well. So that's Amazon. I'm not including BA. It's out from my watch list, out from my world. I'm done with it. QCOM. QCOM is holding this area. It definitely made 193, but that was a spike which all the other tickers had initially in the morning, and then it gave back. Now it's also on a verge that if it loses this 185 area, like all the other tickers, it also has gaps. What you see in NVIDIA, you can see something similar in QCOM as well. So I'm not going to say that yes, it's going to be the strongest one because the momentum is sector wise. Yes, it held throughout the day, so it is still neutral till the moment it's holding 180 area. If chip sectors have to move, this will be the first one to move. It is not short as of now because it's holding well above the 12 EMA. The trend is positive, coming at the strength, but it's a inverted hammer right on the top, and it's in the selling zone. So I will only sell this in case if it goes below 178.63. So QCOM is still, I would say, neutral to positive. So I will call this positive. Buy above 185.39. And stop loss is 180.32. Target for this comes around 191 now and 202. I'm just giving it 60% because the entire chick sector is weak. So if it breaks below 180, I will go short for QCOM. Yes, Kumar. I will not even I've removed it from my watch list. BA. KO gapped up. KO Walmart. I will cover some of them here. So in D-Dog had the news today, but this was the only stock which I was short, and it came to that area. The trend is still positive, but it's coming to that area 170, 160 area. Now, if it holds and manages this area, it can bounce. But if it breaks 168, 69 area, it will go down really badly because it has filled the gap which it created after the earnings. Now it needs to fill the gap which is right here between 100. So this long-term trend line is really, really important here. 168 should be held. If it breaks 168, it can go bad. And this was inside day breakdown. So I'm going with the negative direction on this with a stop loss of 173. But I will do a confirmation now. Sell below 168 and stop loss is 173. Let me just check the sell below this area. Today low is 169, right? At 168, it comes at 168.28. If it breaks below, this is the stop loss and target is 159. Both the targets are inside day continuation. CRM is one of the bullish stocks which I have. Even in all this mess in the market, it held at 266 area. This is one of the trades which we should be looking at. 266, it's a perfect gravestone doji. Open at 265.80, closed at 265.76. Excellent. Even in this turmoil in the market, it's holding this gap. Beautiful stock. I will be positive here. Nothing changes in CRM. I'm positive. 5 days. Buy this. Target are these two. Same. Facebook. I'm extremely bullish. And it's a breakout from the inside week. Now, I just want to have my stop losses updated to 331. Stop loss updated to 331. This time I'm looking to 342.90 first. And my second target will be 345.23. 345.23 is a pain area for Facebook. It has been rejected here multiple times. So be watchful of that. And I want to go long above 336.20. 336.20. I'm extremely positive on Facebook. Like CRM and Facebook are two stocks. If market supports, it can really go bullish. Google was weak. It tested that 34 EMA, which is 2900, and 12 EMA is 2970. It closed right on that 12 EMA. Now it's making lower lows, lower highs, and if it breaks 2897, this time it also has gaps to fill right here. So 2897 is extremely important area for Google. So if it breaks 2897, I'll be expecting 2848. So I'll be making a very small trade on Google. I'll be just considering that, yes, because it's a weekly candle right here. A weekly morning star was set up, but it was at the top, as I said, and this is a weekly evening star as well. So if it breaks 2897, it's a confirmation that it's going down. So 2897 is, I'm converting this into neutral for now, but I'm selling this. Sell below 2878, stop loss 2897. If it does, target will be 2848 and 2800. It's 60%. But if it holds 2897, because this is the weekly candle as well, it's going to be positive. That's why I'm just not giving it a red color. Snow early in the morning worked really well. It went up and held that area. 376, 78, it made 77. But then it came down and it's right here, 346 area again. So it's coming in that same range where it has struggled in the past few days. So I'm gonna call this as it's inside week. So let me just check this on the weekly candle as well. It's still holding that 12 EMA on the weekly, still making inside. It tried to break out but could not. So I'm going to keep very small stop loss here of 349.75, and I'm still bullish on 349.75, buy above 357.40. If market moves higher, this could be one of the stocks which can give you a trade. Lucid Motors, this was one stock which held the 12 EMA, and now it should bounce towards 42 area. I'm bullish on what you call Lucid Motors. So it's coming in an area where it should come and test 42, 45 years. So I'm going to take a stance here with 38 as my stop loss. Buy above, so now stop loss is 38. Targets are there. Buy about 38, 38. So today's high is 40.29. So I'll be buying about 40.30 now. I want to buy above the higher price. Microsoft is not ready to fall. Even if in the weak market, it's not giving it up. But as we are looking at the tech sides of market strength, if it breaks 338.79, again, I'm going to call this neutral on Microsoft. Sell below 338.79. Stop loss is 342. Target is 334.75. I don't expect Microsoft to go much more than 329. I do not. This is a stock where I will be ready to add Microsoft if it comes around 330, 340 area. But this is what it's looking at. If it goes below 338, right now it's trading at 339, then I'll be looking to sell this. Netflix, the trend is negative. It came and tested this 600. It has tested this 600 multiple times now. And if you're hitting a wall multiple times and not able to do anything, then it means that yes, you're going to break it. So I'll be a seller here with a sell below 600 and a stop loss right in the middle of this candle, which is here with 606. This is from neutral, has converted to short. Sell below 690. Stop loss is 606. Target is 585, 577 is an extremely important area, which it has held 577 and 585 area. 585. Disney, I am not trading Disney. Instead, I'm introducing Walmart. Walmart was strong throughout the day, and it's made a bullish engulfing, and then back-to-back 2 days of good move from 135 channel line. It is bouncing, and it's actually making a W. It came to this area 143.80. So 143.80 is an important area. It has struggled a lot in the past around this area. So if it breaks 143.80, it can go higher. If it doesn't, then it will fade away like it does all the time. So 143.80, Walmart is positive at this time because buy above 143.80. Stop loss is this 34 EMA, 142.65. Target is 149. 152. Now, problem with Walmart is that it has struggled and failed below 145 a lot. So 143 to 145, it may seems to give you a breakout, but it has failed. So keep an eye on this. If it crosses 145, that will give you a good momentum. Shop. Shop is coming in an area where I am interested to buy 13 to 39, 13.29. But if it fails below 14.20, so right now it's towards 14.20. Looking at the market, I'm just looking at the market from tomorrow's perspective. Wednesday, we have big events. So I'll be looking to change or see what happens tomorrow night for Wednesday's events. But as of now, it's weak. It also has made head and shoulders. It's ready to get dumped. So anytime it comes around 14.20, I'll be a seller. With this, I'll be a seller with the stop loss of 14.36. From neutral, now it's short. Sell below 14.20. Stop loss is 14.36. Target is 13.39. I will say sell near 1400, 1420. It's a big mover, so it can easily give you these numbers. Last but not the least, it's a potential morning star. It failed big time, and Tesla still has some serious selling happening. It's coming to an area like when you're trying to knock the wall. This was the long-term resistance line. This is the first time once it broke it, It is coming here. Test of resistance, test of support. If it breaks this 947 area, it's going to go down really, really bad. Yes, Mr. Mukherjee, that's why I have short on Amazon as well. Melly, I need to check because Melly, I do not trade, so I need to check. So Tesla is now totally short, sell below 947. Stop loss will be 952, very small stop loss. Target will be 929 and 910. It can easily 92, 910. And then next is 845. It might come to a point because this is the last week for Elon Musk to sell his 5 million shares. So I'm expecting a big downward direction. But if it cancels out that yes, he's done selling his stocks for this quarter, because like this quarter and this financial year is closing in next 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks. So he cannot go and sell in the last 2 weeks. He has to disclose that. So if he has to cancel, he has to disclose it. If he does not disclose it, then he has to close all the 5 million stocks in this week only. That's why it's a big sell in this week for Tesla. So that's about it from me. Again, I'll be sitting on the backside. I'll not be trading much. I want to see and comprehend myself that what is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow could be really, really choppy. So it's better to be sitting on the sidelines and watching it, saving the capital to live for more. Let me look at Melly. But I don't know why it went up or why it went down, but it bounced from here, get rejected right from this 12 EMA. If it fails 1193, it will come down. This is the same setup like what we have in UPST that was rejected from 191 and I had a target of 151 and now 134. So the same thing is happening with Melly. Exactly same thing if you want to just check it. If it fails, it will come down. There are gaps on Melly. Melly has good news, but even DDOG had good news. All those companies had good news. It doesn't work. Shop is head and shoulders, yes. All right, I don't have anything else to discuss. I'll be sharing this information. If anybody has anything, hi Richard.
Hello, Naval. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thank you again for all of the charts, all of the help, all of the insights. You're really helping a lot of us out there. There's two charts that I was hoping that you could just take a look at real quick. I put them in the discussion group. One is Dollar General.
Amazon. It's Lucid.
There's actually a search button up top where it says, if you could just do DG, you'll see the, and just search for DG, you'll see the.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's like very hard to. Can you share your screen if you're on the computer?
I'm not, I'm on my phone.
Okay. Let me open that. DG.
Yeah. What do you see with DG? You probably never trade this thing.
Uh, it's consolidating. No, we did discuss about this, that about 220 it can go to 230. I think 4 or 5 days back, maybe you discussed that. You posted it on, or somebody posted it. I think you posted that on my Twitter feed.
Was it me? Okay, all right.
Maybe
And then the
twice I
other one
did
is
that.
okay, and the other one was Crocs, Crox.
Yes. So, like with respect to these companies, see, one important thing is whenever there is a high inflation and market is in turmoil, sectors like these, sectors like McDonald's, Chipotle, they will get that money. They're defensive sectors. Sectors like United Healthcare stocks, or stocks which are good in terms of interest rate impact, they will perform well. So these are cyclicals. You can also look out for metal sectors, stocks as well, FCX or X. You will have good moves in them. So this is consolidation happening right now in Dollar General. Uh, it's holding this 220 really good. Even on the weekly candles, if you see it here, it's making inside week. It's holding. It's making higher highs, and right now it's holding that 12 EMA. So possibility of 230 is right there. 230, 238 is there. If it holds 220, if it comes around 220, you should be a buyer in it with a stop loss of 218 or 290. Second one is Crocs. Crocs is not looking good. First thing, the trend is finally changing from positive to negative.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing too. So this is going to be a short trade for me too.
Yes, so I have to draw a chart, like channels and everything on this. But just by looking at it and looking at the weekly candles, this was a perfect evening star. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let me also see the volume in this. So this was the volume. Then we had some volume, higher volume, much higher volume. So selling is getting intensified here. If uh, if it doesn't break out 159, it can easily come to 137. But you need to just compare. Whenever it had good moves, the volume was super high on the green candles, and it's not there on the red candles. I've not traded Crocs ever in my life, but 159 is an area where if it does not hold it, you should look out to sell. We need to have some big green candles, like we should have some big red candles. That will bring it down to 137.
Got it.
But
There was one.
it's not positive.
Yeah. Okay. I was drawing some channels on that too that looked like it could come back down. There's also another strange one, Sealy Tempur-Pedic TPX or TXP.
TX,
TPX maybe?
TPX.
Yeah, TPX Tempur Sealy.
It's kind of managing, but one thing, this the week, start of the week, it's definitely making higher highs, but when it went up, the volume was not there. So I would give some more time on this stock because it needs to hold the 12 EMA. It tested the 34, it broke out of 12. So now 12 should act as a very good support. 44.63. See for this week if it can break out and hold this 44.60. Like this should be your stop loss if you're looking long in this position. Also on the daily charts, you see the trend is converging towards positive. That's also bullish. If it holds 44.60, 44.70, yeah, it can test 47. I have never traded this company, so I don't know what kind of moves it does, but it looks like it can move a little positive here.
Okay. All right. Thank you again for your help. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll have a better day.
Yes, if it not, then maybe next day. If not, then maybe next week, next month. We'll have moves, positive moves. I'm very positive. Like even if it market goes down, I can be good short. I have no issues with that. But I need to prepare myself. I should not repeat the mistake which I did today, and then I will be good. So right now it's holding that 46. See, Amazon, one more important thing which I wanted to show you all people. 30-minute candle. Right. The last 30-minute candle, I'm not considering it because this is a settlement. But here in 230 candle when it went down, or 3 candle when it went down, this volume was much less as compared to all the green candles. If you compare this with any other stock, if you break it down further in Amazon to let's say 5 minutes, you will only see the dump in last 2 minutes. But otherwise, it was holding up properly. So 3388 break is going to be really important. If it breaks here, it could be really ugly. That confirms the orders on Amazon. All right. Okay. So I'm going to post this information. If you have any other thoughts, do let me know. And thank you for being with me on YouTube. Good night. Bye-bye.